give me a father 1,000 welcomes. And I'm guessing we've all had more than 1,000 welcomes in our lives. And it took me a while, because of course I went along the route of where you would normally go with this question. Then I realised, of course, that's not really my route. So I went off into memory lane and I found the best, the most poignant, the most wonderful welcome. A long time ago, way back in the long and weary, when I was but a stripling youngster, I worked at a zoo. The zoo had been part of my life for a long time before that. There are pictures of me on a pony before I could walk. But anyway, while I was still at school, I got a job as a volunteer keeper there. And so many things happened to me in that zoo, not the least of which was falling in love for the first time. Oh yes, indeedy. But also the relationships that were built, some of which were with the four-legged variety, were amazing too. But the most amazing relationship of all, of course, was with a very large young lady called Kirsty. And she was a very large young lady. She was about 10 feet at the shoulder by the time I knew her. And her and my true love were in love also. She was the elephant. And eventually, of course, I left. I went to work in different places, and then I went to work in France, and I came back one time. And I came back on a bank holiday, and I took a couple of my cousins down to the zoo just to say hello. And there's crowds of little children on front next to the compound where Kirsty was. And I was just standing there in the background looking, and the trunk comes round. She's sniffing at all the people, perhaps waiting for a sweetie or somebody to put some chocolate in her trunk or a bit of bread or something, because she was very naughty that way. And as it came to me, she just kind of passed over and then stopped. And then her trunk came back. And it was just having a sniff. And as she sniffed and I looked forward, her eye caught my eye. And she saw me and I saw her. And there was just a moment. And there was a little tear in her eye, and there was more than a little tear in mine. And that was the best welcome ever.